Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak part 155. In the previous video we're talking to people, you know how we do. Because we're at nighttime, and also we had the party. That was pretty cool. We had a pretty cool party. Remember that? Kitty Cat, you were probably invited. Basically everybody was there. Now we're going to, I guess we're going to check the bulletin board and then, you know, start
Let's see what we've got.
Seeing what's popping in the other districts. There's something I'd like to tell you, Spriggan. Please decode this and arrive at the truth. I shall be waiting. Alright. Weirdo. The hell's this? Dear Spriggan. Don't look suspicious, at least. Alright, my interest is piqued. Guess this message here must be the code it was telling me to look into? Oh, because I was like, I don't really know what code there is here other than, oh, well, we can't see the text, but other than I waited the truth, whatever that's supposed to mean. First task, go to the stable along the river upon which the injured iron steed descends. Injured iron steeds. I mean, the stairs? Huh? Seems innocent enough. I don't know what they're after, but I'll play along for a bit and see what's up. Innocent iron steeds? I mean, there's like the subway, kind of, but that shit don't really run down there anymore. Oh no. I mean, we're basically the riverside. We'll figure it out from there. But do we want to just do the side quest now? I think we'll probably end up saving it for tomorrow for you, next video for me. We'll try and this is probably going to be a full NPC talking video. Strap in. I know you ain't never seen nothing like this before. Non-stop, unfiltered, unadulterated, pure NPC chatting. That's what really is the end of the year, both physically and metaphorically. It's out with the old and in with the new. And that means the new model year cars is coming up. Oh man, I can't wait. With the CEO of Etois getting arrested and all that, it's got to change the automotive landscape for the year, no? Not really. Probably doesn't even really begin to impact their plans.
Alrighty.
I mean, even if we acquiesce that, like, he's one of them important CEOs that actually, like, you know, is vital to the company, for the short-term next year plans, that shit's locked in, alright? His death is not really gonna impact the model launch for next year. Now, if he's really important, maybe like the year after. But nah, next year should be fine, kid. Alright, looks like for a good spot for some hawking. Can't ruffle too many feathers, though. Police HQ's right over there. But I just know I hit it big. The corporate rat race is really wearing people out, and that leads them to spend on stress relief. I had hoped to finish my painting before the festival. Perhaps it might be better to incorporate it into the painting instead. Perhaps this jovial air will shine a light on the tower's true colors, a side I've never seen before. Literally, because I only ever look at it from this one angle. I have a feeling in my heart of hearts, I know the tower is up to something. What spectacle does it have in store for me? Only cure for the sake of mine is to capture the essence for good and all. What if perhaps the tower was used as an instrument to funnel up energy from the earth to be used as a ion weapon of mass destruction? Like inside that tower there was a whole dungeon of stairs and monsters and chests and creepy music. Well, it's not like creepy music. Cool, foreboding music. What a fantastical idea I've come up with. I heard about those Armada remnants swimming around in the sewers. Well, they weren't swimming in the sewers. That's gross. Heard you were there too, helping out the CID. Thanks for that. They've been combing over the place real thorough, so we want to believe we're finally done with them. You guys seem to have a knack for drawing out Armada, so if you find anything, let us know. I did hear from the inspector you've got a keen eye for suspicious activity. I'm not chasing after every lead you give us, but it never hurts to have more intel. If something feels off at the Revolution Festival, make sure to call us first, okay? Don't go rushing in by yourselves. Final boss fight is actually the police. You gotta control the police as they fight the demon god. Hey, you guys said you wanted to go in first. Good job, Sergeant. Good job shooting your gun to do 45 damage. You'll get him any second now. I still have a hard time believing the festival's going so smoothly after all that. I mean, I should know I'm helping with the whole thing, but it just doesn't seem real. I just got the people of the city have something to look forward to again. We all do now. This is my first year with the Force. I like to think I've grown a little so far. Actually, right after the festival is my 1-year anniversary. My goals for next year are to broaden my horizons, learn new ways to help out around the city. Gotta keep working harder. And the next step on that road of mine is making sure the festival is secure.
Well...
Festival is already close to the President's heart, but after everything, I think everybody's wanted this even more than usual. It's been a big ask for us here at the Force, but we're taking it in stride. Everybody old and young, haha, I'm young, is really putting their backs into it. We're not gonna let some seedy evildoer undermine the festival. Not after everything Calvert's been through. I thought you said the seedy evildoer was a big fan of the festival and was really looking forward to it.
Welcome to Erland, sir. We have full confidence in our products.
So, I got full confidence in Aaron having blue
We
hair.
await your next visit.
I'm just so glad that UGC is still going forward along with the festival. It's part of my life's work, you know? And our theme, hope, is really relevant this year. Everyone could use a little hope right now. Derivative, bland, boring, blasé, 0 points. Come up with something more original next year. I hope that the festival's a sign of better things to come next year. Host many government officials and other VIPs during the festival. Lady up in my personal space? This is a fucking A-B conversation. See your way out of it? Rumsfeld just met with Polanski. We've all got our security measures in place. As security, we're here to make sure everybody can enjoy the festivals to the fullest. Whenever the festival rolls around, we get a bunch of VIPs and other influential guests from every corner of the continent. It's kind of exciting, honestly. It's not often you get this many of the world's movers and shakers all in one place. World's most non-ominous sentence. Festivals are a big chance to strut our stuff, and this year's shaping up to be even bigger than usual. Madam, if you would, the dinner party will begin soon. As your husband's representative, it would be wise to arrive early so as to tarnish his good name. Now then, I suppose I'd better make for the hall upstairs. Even with the festival coming up, Edith has its own social niceties to attend to. It does serve as a wonderful opportunity to expand my social network beyond our Ascion. But good grief, why must these social functions be exactly the same no matter where I go? I was under the impression Edith was more fun than our Ascion. Are the upper crust really as stuffy and sobering as they are back home? Yeah. I did get kidnapped, but I got to see the father cares. I'm gonna flick your forehead, child. It was alright. This was a good year overall. I can't have Rummy and the staff picking me up after me forever, though. Need to start figuring things out on my own. There's got to be a better way to tell Father how I feel. Maybe a poem? Literally the worst way you could try and get your feelings across to somebody who's somewhat obstinate. Unfortunately, the President's obligations will keep him away from home for the festival. I fear the young miss is hurt by his absence. She's taken to poetry lately. She says it helps put her more complicated thoughts into words. I believe the words will come to pass. They are parent and child. They're open and honest with each other. All will heal in time. I mean, yeah, I guess. The question is, are they going to be open and honest? That's like saying, if they have a good relationship, they won't have a bad relationship. Don't mean anything. That's the problem, is they're not being open and honest. Though as things are now, I believe the young miss is putting on a forced smile. She hides a deep-seated ache in her heart. Why? Because her dad sucks. The time of year is quite hectic for the hotel. VIPs aplenty are booking rooms for the festival. But after the festival comes and goes, I should see about bringing the president and the young miss closer together.
Do you need something? Please come again.
I've been in politics for decades, you see. But in all my years, I never expected the world around us to change quite this much. It does make me wonder how my colleagues and rivals are approaching the changing times. Perhaps I should invite Rocksmith for drinks one of these days. We can wax poetic about the future together. Or we could just rock out. As we used to say when we were younger. What do you think? Percentage chance Rocksmith invented music? I mean rock music. He probably didn't invent music. I don't know if he's that good. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if they just like casually drop. Yeah, President Rocksmith, they call him that because he invented rock music. He was a rocker and a roller back in his youth. Polanski's right. It really does pay off to step back and look at the big picture, especially at a time like this. The festival is an excellent opportunity to connect with politicians and string together a network of my own. No need to focus all my attention on Polanski. I'd rather find a more agreeable senator to schmooze with. Right, time to put his advice into practice.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I mean, you know. That doesn't have any ill tidings about the president of the business talking about, gosh, I really need to find an easier politician to manipulate into doing what I want. You know, I've just realized the musical landscape here has changed since I graduated. Idols, rock bands, singer-songwriters. We didn't have any of those when I was younger. Then again, wasn't much for partying in my youth anyway. I was nose deep in the books trying to guarantee I'd land a good job. Perhaps I should give this new generation of music a listen. You're never old to be hip and happening. What do you mean the fact that I use that phrase means I'm old? Kyoti's latest movie was, well, raunchy, as his usually are, but it brought back some ugly memories for me. I used to be a femme fatale, you see, back in my youth.
Gonna eat something?
Really appreciate all those lovely bracers protecting the city. Hope they get to take it easy now. Gotta do my part to help take the load off them, you know? I'm just saying, when we were bracers, our ass never got any kebabs. I mean, I don't even know if you're giving them for free. You kind of make it sound like you're giving them for free. I don't know if we ever got any free food ever. Good work out there, Elaine. You too, Fee. I don't even know how to begin thanking you. Actually, you two okay coming along? I know you only just got done with all that. Nah, I was mostly just talking. I'm good to go a little longer. You really held your own, Regina. I'm impressed. I heard you helped keep Edith safe while I was away. Even you-know-who had some good things to say. I'm sure he was just being nice. I really do depend on him too much. On the topic of you-know-who, was he helpful out at the old capital? No. He didn't do anything reckless out there, right? Like, get himself into trouble? Please tell me he didn't get in your way. He did. I wonder. Is that concern I hear? What? No, it's just, I don't want a coworker making us all look bad. I hope he's doing okay for his sake. I know he's been worried about looking good lately since he got that promotion lined up. I'm just worried he's acting riskier because of it, especially what happened to Ewan. True, bracer ranks are more than just skill. Yeah, you would know. There's a fair bit of luck in the equation too. But Clyde will be fine, rest assured. Yeah, he looked real shaken when he heard about that Ewan guy. But he turned right around and backed us up the whole way, along with the Hive and Showling. Seemed like proof enough that he knows how to focus and prioritize. I see. Well, good luck. He'd better be able to clear his head like that if he wants to get to that B rank. Honestly, fuck you. Alright? No. You gotta get Fee A rank. If he gets A rank, maybe you can make his ass, he can get like a low ranking B. You know, he can get like a Oh, he's B rank, but it's from the Edith branch, so it doesn't mean as much. You know, he can get one of those, maybe, but Fee has to be A rank first. You're not far off yourself. When I join him on the job now and then. Well, maybe I'll give it some thought. Huh. Looks like Elaine and the other braces are having an after party. Thought they all split up after they got back. Not a group want to stick my nose in, but they might take it the wrong way if I pretend I don't see him. Aren't you... a van doing the rounds as usual? Don't act like you don't fucking know me, by the way, lady. You know how many times we've talked? The hell? We didn't have any requests to handle, so we decided to enjoy ourselves a bit. Thanks for keeping an eye out. We didn't see anything out of the ordinary on our end. That's nothing, just wrapping up some errands of my own. You know what? Honestly, I'm taking back the fact that I said you could have a B rank. No shot. Full veto. I don't care if he gets to be S rank. Your ass is staying C. For all time. You let us take it easy here. Don't go overboard with the hard stuff. Well, if I do end up too sloshed to walk myself home, maybe I can call a certain someone to escort me? It's like any 4SPG, right? What's the hell is that supposed to mean? Ooh. These two are already sauce. Seems like you got a rough night coming up. Please, I'm joking. I would never do something so demeaning. The question is, would Van accept? Because I would. Escort somebody to their home? It's the easiest 4SPG in my life, man. Plus 3 SP. You imagine you're pretty exhausted yourself between today's incident and the mess in the old capital. We got a brief bit of calm before the storm, so make sure you rest up tonight. Right back at you. I think we're all going to be pretty busy with the festival just 3 days away. Everyone should try and relax, at least for tonight. Even you, Mr. Hard-Boiled Spriggan. Guess she's still salty though, you're not telling her that stuff. Great. The Revolution Festival, huh? Don't think I've ever been before. I feel like you would know. It's gonna get pretty busy for me. I don't want to at least bring back some fun stories to tell everyone back home. Also, Fee, you're gripping your glass a little too hard. She was in class 7, right? No wonder she's got those ties pointed back across the border. She may as well be a celebrity. Yeah, a celebrity that's still just a freaking B rank. Guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if those two got together. Wait, yes it would? Why did I let myself think that? Genie blockhead. What do you fucking mean it'd be the worst thing in the world? Are you drunk or something? You all mumbling and shit. Unless, I mean, are you thinking about dude? Cause absolutely fucking no way, man. She means us, dummy. Which would not be the worst thing in the world. If anything, I mean, I'll admit it. It is the brightest timeline as Van and Elaine. Of the potential options, that's definitely the best one. I mean, like, if we're doing the greater than, less than challenge, it's Elaine greater than Judith. No. Actually, it's Elaine. Van stays an ace king. Then Judith. Then any other person who was an adult at the start of this game. Then 1,000 greater than signs. And then anybody else. Ronald got busted for extortion. Last I heard, the guy has the IQ of a frickin' chicken nugget. Wish he'd wise up and cut his ties for good. Damn it all. If I'd just been there back then, he wouldn't have been caught up in all this shit. Whatever. It's too late now. Word on the street is Ronald got busted for extortion. Maybe he can take the hint and get his shit together. Okay, think we're done here?
Taking off now.
Please step on up.
Yo, it's kind of popping in here. You don't know, it's my job to approach someone like you, not the other way around. I did it my eye on you already. Yeah, I was creeping. I was stalking in the night. I'll admit, the fact that you noticed must be a sign from Adius herself. Or must be a sign that Adius herself wanted us to meet. You're too kind, Mr. Producer. But you don't have to pretend. I know you're more interested in San than me, aren't you? Damn, you're perceptive. Definitely a sharp one, that's for sure. Then did you contact me because you want me to recruit you along with her? Actually, no. If anything, I prefer you to focus your efforts on San alone. She deserves a chance to be proud of herself and what she does, so please, if you could give her the opportunity. I see. You're thinking this is what she needs to gain more confidence, to step away from what's expected of her as an Easterner. I mean, it could just because she's like our friend, thinks it'd be neat. Don't gotta be anything more than that. Also, why's the... Why does it say Macmillan... Mc... The fuck does that say in the... Oh, Cafe Macmillan. Yeah. I don't know, it's like weirdly superimposed there. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be the reflection from that over there, but it just looks so weird. Seems you got a good eye, but a good ear as well. I wanted to speak with you in order to make sure you're interested in San for who she is. She's got a lot on her plate after all. Now, this would be good for her. An opportunity like this would mean more to her than you'll ever know. But also, he can't be interested in her for who she is, right? He hasn't even talked to this lady. Now, could who she is be the reason she gets the role ultimately? Yeah, it could be what sets her apart from the competition. But in terms of just getting the foot in the door, it's literally just how she looks. You know? You're not wrong. I've caught myself thinking she has a certain beauty that transcends her background. What do you mean transcends her background? If I were to compare her to an actress, I'd say she's not unlike Nina Finley. In any case, I think she's someone with a lot to uniquely offer. Tell you what, why don't we sit down and talk sometime soon? All three of us. It'll be her call in the end, of course, but how does that sound? I was just about to suggest that myself. How about I bring her around and take it from there? You mean after the UGC is over? Like the way you think. It's a deal. We'll meet right here on the night of the festival. Does that mean I can't go to the UGC? Because I was kind of looking forward to that. Looking forward to good news from the two of you. Because, like, I don't know, brother. I don't know if you mean it, but you really kind of might need to rephrase your words. Because it's almost like you're saying, like, yeah, she's hot. Despite the fact that she's a... You know... I don't know, man. I'm getting a shady vibe. At the end of the day, I'll be up to San whether to pursue this modeling opportunity or not. But I hope she does. She'll finally get recognition for living by nobody's rules but her own. I don't think... Does that come across in the modeling? Anybody ever looked at a fashion shoot and been like, holy shit, they don't live by anybody else's rules? I've been like, nah, man. They look good in that dress or whatever. I think that's what most people think. Or, you know, whatever they're wearing. When I go looking for new models on the street, I like to think I put more stock in their individuality rather than their background. Still, to have a friend of someone I had my eye on approach me the way she did, that's definitely a new one. Either way, challenge accepted. Let's see if I can't draw out this San girl's potential one way or the other. Already festival time again, huh? The past year has definitely been a mixed bag, you could say. Either way, I still plan on working here next year. Hopefully my little brother will find some place to start working too. Demurians try not to encourage child labor above all else. Challenge literally impossible. Hope next year will be good. I'll have to keep working my butt off, especially so I can teach my little brother everything he needs to know. You know how he could learn everything he needs to know if his ass was in fucking school, okay? If he was studying like the humanities and everything that he needs to know to be a good citizen. And maybe also some like math and shit, because I mean, you know, we're not anti-math. We just think people maybe care a little bit too much about it. Because I mean, come on, we got Orbital calculators in our pockets, right? Right? Now that we're putting decorations out, it's really sinking in. The Revolution Festival's almost here. Like, we got Professor Hamilton. She can do all the thinking for us. You people just need to know how to not elect a guy who might end the world into power, okay? That's all you guys need to know how to do. You guys can leave the technical analysis to the big boys and girls. Feels like people are more engineered for it than usual. I think everybody's ready for some relief after everything that's done this year. As for me, I should probably do some more work. I feel like treating myself to some reading tonight. I'm in a festive mood. Not gonna work until I drop one, so I'm gonna kick back and relax. Whenever the festival draws near, people tend to find themselves more interested in the history of this cafe. Certainly myself ponder it. For instance, here's some recent history of this cafe. I bought all these fantastic Quincy brand chips. Unfortunately, ever since the incident, nobody wants to buy them. Thus, I am left with a huge surplus of these Quincy brand chips. It seems that despite their deliciousness, some people are too close-minded to the misrecreations of our CEO to look past the delicious taste of a Quincy brand baked chip. I think Ashina Dirk and her companions to talk about Calvert's future right by that window. I feel overcome with emotion. I ended up viewing that film Glory as well. Ever since then, I'm able to better picture how this place looked and felt in those days. Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know how historically accurate the film is. I don't know if you guys should be treating it like the gospel. I mean, maybe it is super historically accurate, but I mean, it's a blockbuster film. You know, you're more going for like the vibe than anything. It's given me a renewed understanding of just how privileged I am to inherit this cafe. I have a duty to uphold that legacy as best I can. Looks like he's deep in thought about something in the middle of all this excitement. I wouldn't put it past him. Standoffish though he may be, I would say his intelligence more than makes up for it. In fact, I regard him as something of a genius. Yes, I'm quite certain he's ruminating about something or another. Spoken like a true cat dad. You sure do love that little furball, huh? I'm not touching that one. No way, I won the lottery to go see the EGC. The odds are so low, only entered for fun. I didn't think I was actually going to win it. Oh, I'm going to go see the EGC live and in person. Maybe my luck's not so rotten after all. Hades must have decided to show me a little mercy after not getting anywhere with the attracting scouts. Oh, thank you, goddess, thank you. I guess maybe that's why they're not going to go see the EGC, because they ain't got no damn tickets. But I feel like producer dude, I mean, if he's important, he should probably have at least a ticket for himself, right? I don't know. I feel like going to see the EGC, that should be like part of your job description. But maybe the times, you know, maybe they're not matching up. Maybe they're not going while the EGC is going on. I don't know. I don't know the itinerary. They haven't shipped that shit out to me yet. Guess the festival's almost here. Everyone else seems to be excited about it. As for me, I can't say I'm really looking forward to it. When you're into the sort of things I am, you don't exactly have friends. Yeah, same. I think I'm starting to feel depressed. Maybe something big will happen during the festival. Is that too soon for me to say after what happened? Yeah, it's probably too soon, isn't it? If I can't bring myself to enjoy the festival, then I guess I'll just go around and buy as many books and magazines on crime as I can find. Hey son, came out to hang out here? Guess things really are getting back to normal if you're doing that. I hate to do this, but I have some kind of depressing news to share with you. What is it? Don't beat around the bush. Spit it out. Well, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be running all over the place getting interviews for the Revolution Festival. After that, I'm pretty much going to be working constantly until the end of the year because they need me to edit and help with other stuff. And as if that wasn't enough, I'm going to be stuck in Longport working even more during the Lunar New Year. It just never ends. That's it. I was expecting something worse. Was pretty fucking bad for me, lady. Yeah, she could seem at least a little bummed. That's it? You know that means we won't be able to spend the holidays together like we always have, right? Yes, so. I was already planning on spending that time with my friends anyway. I hope you don't get that fucking part. Seriously, Chin, you should hurry up and find yourself a girlfriend. There's more to life than just working your little sister. What the fuck? I can't believe I've got you telling me that now, too. I don't know if I should be happy or sad you're so grown up now. I don't know. Is she being grown up? I think she's being a fucking child. My brother can be so non-committal. I think that's why people push him around and are always trying to mooch off him for help. He can be pretty stubborn when he wants to be, though. Maybe once things calm down with work, he'll start to change. We'll see. I can't believe Son could be so nonchalant about this. I guess it's nice I don't need to worry about her, but it still depresses me, you know? So you can at least pretend to be bummed out. Or you could be like, hey, you don't have to worry about me so much. You know, I'm an adult. I'll be fine. You could be like encouraging about it. You don't gotta be like fucking mean. Nice to see Mariel make a name for herself before the festival. Dingo is always worried about that girl, but she's doing just fine now. Maybe you can finally rest easy. Meanwhile, Dingo's been fucking sipping cocktails in the afterlife since the second he died. He's been resting easy. I got a feeling my boy's resting easy. Especially now that his legacy's in her hands, just like he wanted. I'd like to think so. Mariel idolized him, and she was so determined to reach his level. When he died, I was worried she was going to lose her way, but she's pushing forward harder than ever. Or his ass is trapped in the quantum dimension from the explosion, and he'll show back up eventually. I don't know. I never saw a body. All right. You always gotta remember rule number 1. I don't care what they say happened until I see a fucking dead body that hasn't moved for at least an extended period of time. I don't buy it. Until I see his ass in the ground, and even then, I don't know. At least she owes a lot to that to your leadership. In the end, Dingo is avenged, and that's what matters. Now it's on to us to keep going, and that's why it's the Revolution Festival. I'm sure a publication will be examining it through a different lens, but I look forward to seeing what you bring to the table. Likewise, you can be sure we'll be putting up a good fight on the newsstands like always, Chief Cunning. Meld and Tyrell might approach things differently. That's not to say we don't see eye to eye on anything at all. I've got Dingo and Mariel to thank for helping me to realize that. Chief Cunning knew how to put Dingo and his talent as a reporter to good use. He's definitely got an eye for people, and he also has principles that he abides by. I can say to learn a thing or two from him. Our reporters are still conducting follow-up investigations into what took place, but we're also preparing for the Revolution Festival now. Festivities are shaping up to be different from previous years, and there are sure to be tons of announcements. Everyone's going all out. I heard nothing. Alright? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I was going with that. I could use some nice cold ice cream to go see the new movie. Love that guy. Part of me wonders if I should tweak my lineup of ice cream and other sweets for the event to skew towards stuff that represents the city. Actually, maybe I should try to recreate different regional flavors of ice cream from around Calvert sometime too, to promote unity and stuff. Me when I was going to become a racial terrorist, but I ended up eating some fucking fly-ass ice cream and said, oh no, the bigotry, it's leaving my body. I won't have enough time for this year, but it'd be fun to get people from those areas to try them and tell me how good it lives up to the real thing. I know it's in bad taste to laugh at your own jokes, that at least that much, but I don't know, that one was pretty good. I'm glad the civilians are being so cooperative and all, but let me tell you, going from the emergency declaration to the festival's got me worn out. And that's before getting to how a greater proportion are expected to be coming in from out of town, even out of the country. Right, I wish we could get a month in between so we can catch our breath a little. I don't know, once the festival's all wrapped up, do you want to go on a vacation somewhere together? Sounds nice, huh? Just us gals wandering around, relaxing and shaking off all that pent-up stress? Oh, how I need it. Don't make me think about it. Not only still got so much work to do. You do have a point. I could at least use a little breather. Haven't had any time to unwind lately. Let's do it. There's no harm in a breather. Can't stay on top of our work if we don't stay on top of our Z's. True. That's pretty true. Where are we going? Longlad's nice, yeah, but I prefer to take care into some other tourist spots. We could go to Remy Ferry now that the situation in Messeldown's under control again. Unless they got real Loreleis out there. I'm trying to try one for myself. What other reason do they need to go, right? Seeing as New Year's is just around the corner, once the Revolution Festival's behind us, I'm thinking I might be due for a little vacation. Can't stay on top of my game as an officer for the end of the year until I take some time off to recharge while I can.
How about some pop?
We've seen a lot happen this past year, even when it comes to just movies. It was an eventful year, almost as eventful as just popcorn when it's popping in your mouth. We got a new film festival. Gaspar de Leon passed away all of a sudden due to Lancer had that big scandal. The list goes on and on. Just like my infinite buckets of popcorn. I think when people look back on this year, they might think of it as a big turning point for the industry. I sure know I will. Almost as big a turning point as when I invented poppycorn.
Hey there. What'll it be? See ya.
Support local businesses. I should mention we're rescreening Golden Blood. You can watch either the standard release or the director's cut. Since it made such an enormous stir, we figured it'd make for a fine way to end this year. I hear that Salvatore Gotti's gonna be at the Revolution Festival. Apparently the government requested that he personally oversee the event. If circumstances permit, I hope he can pay us and our viewers another visit once the festival is over. You think if you like order a standard version Golden Blood ticket when you go into the movie theater, it's just Gotti and he's there to throw hands? I feel like there's at least like a 17% chance that's what happens. You go to see your movie and then you sit down, you're like, why is nobody else in here? And then Gotti just walks out and starts punching you in the face. Like, how dare you not want to see true cinema? It's the nighttime showing. You have no excuse. Ass and titties. Okay. Our favorite NPC, who's... You never know what he's gonna say, man. He's just like a damn box of chocolates. Before I watched that Gloria film, I had my reservations about Nina Finley being cast as the lead. But midway through the movie, my misgivings faded somewhat. I can see she won the award for Best Actress. For a newbie, she's definitely got some serious acting chops. I'll give her that much. Beyond that, the crew clearly did the research. I was impressed with their attention to detail, even down to the characters' accessories. Plot mostly sucked, though.
Alrighty.
I mean, you know, I think old man, he's like low-key one of my favorite NPCs. Because you don't know, man. You don't know if he's going to say some fucked up shit or if he's going to be like, oh yeah, actually he's a little based. Or at least, you know, normal. Once I sat down and talked with my dad, his reasons for trying to push his business-oriented thinking onto me started to make a lot more sense. It's supposed to be for my own good? Really, I think that might be all my dad really has to share with me when you get down to it. Really, when you get down to it, I guess he just felt like he had to do something about me not knowing what I really wanted to do with myself. He could have tried to be a little less overbearing about it. But I guess he's not the only one in the family who comes like that. Brother, I don't know who the fuck you are, if I'm being completely honest. In hindsight, my dad and I haven't had any conversations like that recently at all. Dad can be so awkward at times. Not that he's the only one. We probably still got a lot of arguing in our future. Like, no, seriously, I don't remember you. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who your dad is. I don't know why you're telling me this. Hey, brother, I just saw you at the damn movie theater. How'd you get over here so quick? Sound told me you guys wiped the floor with Almada. I appreciate it. With him out of the way, we can fully turn our attention towards preparing for the Revolution Festival. A number of members of the Liu family will be in town, so we have come prepared with a reception that rises to the occasion. The elders were in disarray last week, but I think things will finally be winding down soon. And that means it'll be my turn to receive them when they come to town. I can't disappoint them. Calhoun, I brought you some food. The head chef made it himself, so it should be nice and tasty. I am working. No food will enter this mouth while I am working. Huh, what do you mean? Oh, were you raised in a barn? When someone brings food to you, you're supposed to say thank you. Oh. Yeah, you're doing it on purpose. Okay, well, since I'm so nice and mature, I'll let it slide, but only this once. You better watch yourself, Buster. Oh. Fuck you. Must she always make such a racket? Sorry, may I take your order? We only have hot pot. Make it yourself. If it sucks, it's because you picked the wrong ingredients, dummy. Callan is like the most awkward and unfriendly person ever. I wish he'd lean on me a little more. He was out sick until recently, so I don't mind lending a hand. Lady, didn't you say yesterday you specifically avoided doing your job so that he'd have a bunch of shit to do when he got back? Well, yeah, but, like, I meant it in a friendly way. Well, Mr. Arkwright, I see we meet again. I don't know, one of your famous strolls. Yeah, you could say that. You two picked an interesting place to have yourself a little after party. What can I say? Much as I might not be a fan of its affiliations, the food itself is to die for. Love everything about it. Brother, you just ate. Canonically, it's been like 10 minutes since the party ended. Almost everything. They season their stuff a little stronger compared to what you'll find in Long Line, but other than that, no complaints. Hey, more seasoning. Has more seasoning ever really hurt anybody? You may be thinking, isn't like sodium bad for you? Yeah, alright, if you listen to what the fucking people say. Probably listen to everything you read, don't you? That's Longport style cuisine for you. They like their mala. It's something... Sometimes it's good for a change of pace. The restaurant allows us to detach ourselves from our positions too. Doesn't hurt that it's also a good place to monitor Heiwei's movements. Gotta say, I feel bad for Mao's the owner, having the CID chief and what's effectively an S-rank bracer under the same roof. This one of you in a room puts out a strong presence. Either have some sympathy for the woman and try not to get in the habit of coming too often. You got me there. Guess we are a little imposing in a place like this. I suppose we can tone down the reconnaissance missions of ours in the interest of securing any future packs once Almada's out of the picture. I was gonna come out and say it, is she? Before I forget, you might be interested to hear that a certain disciple of mine from abroad should be stopping by Edith before long. Disciple of yours? Oh no. Apparently she's bringing along a friend with quite the appetite. Maybe I'll get something out of this place if I take him there? Huh? Guess Killa could spend her fair share of time in Ereboni and Liberl. Must be how she landed herself that pupil. Whoever she is.
Well...
Skoshu Shiji, together with this, Ryaju, are something else. I'm going to have to start bringing clients over to this place. Not to mention Estelle and Joshua, Haggett and Tita, everyone in Crossbell, of course Kevin, Riez. Yeah, I remember Kevin. We still write each other every once in a while, lamenting the fact that we got the leader from the cannon for a while. Bet even Cassius, Oliver, and Cheryl would take a liking to this place. Don't know if he's actually going to be able to invite the last three here. Why not? I mean, I don't see the problem. I mean, fucking Zin can come here, Cassius can. Oliver and Cheryl, I mean, it's not like they're at war or anything. At least not yet. Alright, I think we're done here. Whoa, wait, did I close the bookstore lady? I don't think I did.
I see.
Oh yeah, and the movie. We've got a campaign that's set to launch during the Revolution Festival. With Gloria in theaters right now, the timing couldn't be better. The new mobile computer I bought arrived today. After I get it all set up, we can hit the ground running. Revolution Festival is going to be a busy period for us, so the more ducks we have in a row beforehand, the better.
Ah, welcome.
Welcome!
I hope to see you again.
Get out! You didn't buy a book, I hate you! You know, that reminds me. This is the only game without a book. Right? There's no book. Correct? How do I even pull it up? Right? Yeah, they ain't got no damn book, man? What the hell? That never even really occurred to me before that this game doesn't have a book. That's kind of crazy. I'm actually a little bummed now. I didn't even really think about that because the books have always been general. Well, they've always been good. Some of them have been really good. Ticket sales for Gloria, Dawn of the Revolution have been through the roof lately. They're almost as high as the opening weekend numbers, which is kind of insane. Not only because of the festival, people must want to learn more about their country and its history. Despite the controversy prior to its premiere, it's well regarded for its historical authenticity and political theming. Alright, what you got? You got Golden Blood and Gloria, presumably? No? No Gloria? Alright, well. So we'll do Climber's story. They got Golden Blood, Wolves Requiem, and Gloria showing, and we're like, Climber's story. I want to see the one where he climbs a mountain. Van, is that you? Look who it is. You come here all by yourself? Maybe. I was thinking it might be nice to maybe catch something, and then before I knew it, I found myself here. Did you come here to watch this movie too? Yes, that's why I was walking out of the theater when the movie finished. I guess you could say that. Smart to pick a documentary. One of the better genres to enjoy by yourself, in my opinion. I know what you mean. Before I knew it, I was completely sucked into what was going on. Except at one point, I suddenly saw Dingo in my mind. But he didn't look like he was sad or in pain or anything. He was smiling, softly. He looked like he was at such peace. Made me so happy to see that. Really happy, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry. I must sound crazy right now talking like that. I mean, yeah, but not in a bad way. Nah, not at all. Yeah, that's what I mean. Hearing that from you honestly brings me a little comfort. Thanks. Okay.
Hello.
I would like to see Wolf's Requiem. Dang old man, that wolf be having a requiem. His damn concerto. It was crazy. Dan, I didn't expect to run into you here. What the fuck? You can leave your dark room? I could definitely say the same to you. I didn't know you were into movies. Don't you think you stand out a little looking like that, though? No more than you? Can't... Honestly, I mean, you can't call him out for looking weird. I mean, like, yeah. If you saw him dressed in his getup in real life, would you think, holy shit, it's a LARPer? Yeah. But in the Trails universe, I mean, he's pretty normal. Perhaps, but I didn't bring any of my business suits with me, so it's either come like this or don't come at all. Either way, that movie was well worth coming out to see. Especially since it gives me an opportunity to relax and catch up with one of my old students. Don't know if there's anything relaxing you and I can really talk about, maybe that's just me. Sure seemed busy earlier today. You come here to take a breather or something? Not that I'm surprised a guy like you would go out of his way to see a movie like Wolf's Requiem. It's got your name written all over it. And you'd be right. I appreciate how it reflects the times you live in while still making it an entertaining watch. It feels like it could happen in our own world, which gives it a certain depth. Everything you see in the movie has a light side and a dark side to it, including its cast. Took the words right out of my mouth. Enough about me. Shouldn't you be thinking about seeing your kid sister for once? No. She is disowned. The Kruger cannot associate with her. I know for a fact you really appreciate it. Concerning yourself with your staff's personal lives, are you? You never could help yourself sticking your neck out for other people when you were younger. I see that remains the case. I'm not sticking my neck out for other people. Just try to support my assistants so they can do their best work. But the answer is no, I'll never talk to her. Okay. So we didn't have the Wolf's Requiem bro show yet. We ain't even got that dang old bro show. But I could see Golden Blood. Golden Blood! The movie that completely forgave all of Aryok's sins. God, if only Yakum could have watched a movie, man. Is that who I think it is? Holy hell. He was here. He was here to throw hands, man. He's like all out of breath. His knuckles are bloodied up. Man, my man. Been a while. How you been, huh? Hey, Gotti. Didn't think I'd bump into you of all people here. Yeah, well, I came over here to sober up from that after party, only to find they were playing my damn movie. Ended up watching it one last time. Nothing like being reminded of the Leon d'Or that got away to get me back to my senses, that's for sure. Thought your eyes looked a little teared up for some reason. Guess it wasn't my imagination. Man, something you gotta realize, the thing's a big old nice set canoodle, man. Can stir up emotions he didn't even know he had. You've already put it behind you, though. Does that mean you're already moving on to your next movie? Normally, I'm not one to say. If you're a good friend, Van, so I'll make an exception and tell you I am. That's all you're getting. That said, got a lot of potential in you. A lot of potential. Say, why don't you come make your big acting debut on my next film? I'll even let you in on a secret. You know what the secret to my success for this next film is going to be? No wardrobe budget. That's right. Costume director? Get the fuck out of here. Makeup design? Nope. Well, actually, we can keep them. But that's all they're doing, just the makeup. And not a lot of makeup, if you know what I mean. Well, I mean, like a lot of makeup, but only in the face. No body paint, basically. Like, we're not We're not skirting it. We're going full. We're showing it all. Unfiltered. You can be that hot as hell bad boy persona I saw you as back in Thorabad. You know, the one with the wild hair and the blue flames? I bet. No, I know you'll be popular as actual stars themselves. Everybody'll love you. You think that'd be cheating if you're like employ a demonic transformation in place of CG? You think they would respect that? You think they would be like, oh man, do we nominate him? I don't know about. You gotta love the theme of it too. Movies about dark justice and getting revenge on fate. Kind of material right up your alley. I appreciate the offer, I really do, but I think I'll pass. I'm a much better armchair critic than I am an actor. Same. Ian's conversation in the theater continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. From there, Van got on with the rest of his evening. Okay. I mean, I do want my brochure, so we'll talk to Costume again, because he's the greatest conversationalist in history. What the fuck you mean? Oh, I didn't talk to you. I mean, I talked to you, I didn't watch movie. I was like, that load the wrong story? No.
Hello, screen one.
It's Wolf's Requiem we didn't have a thing for, right? It's very important we obtain all the brochures, except for the ones that we don't have. Okay, well, I wanted to finish up these 3 districts, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. How many people are in Station
Taking off
Street?
now.
It's one of the busier districts. I don't think we can finish it in time. Or we could go. It's gonna take too long. I was gonna say, like, I mean, if it was only gonna take like 15 minutes, but this will probably take more like 20. So, guess we'll call it here. Just wanted to let you know we got Dingo's notebook back. Glad to hear it. It's worth hanging on to, bruh. Came across all kinds of people and I was still dealing in shady stuff. But seeing Dingo off and crazy gonna stick out in my mind for the rest of my life. I'm always up on the straight and narrow. Guy with principles, that one. Ever since I've known him, really. Ain't hard to imagine him being like that since he was young. Starting to feel like a good time to go out for drinks. What do you say you join me, big boy? Are you gonna work after? Gonna pass on this one. Maybe some other time. I know you're just messing with me. Come on, let's have some fun.
Alrighty.
I was hoping to drink one on Dingo's name. A lot of brothers in need of a ride today, eh? It's tough being popular. You know the feeling, I'm sure.
Alrighty.
Guess it's time for me to leave.
Good job, me. Totally smashed today's quota. Boss has been real happy at how awesome my sale figures have been lately. At this rate, I'm gonna get that end of the year vacation guaranteed. Yeah, maybe. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and call it here. We'll knock out Station Street in the next video and then do our side quest, and then we'll probably do Station Street, do side quest. Any time left over, we'll knock out Riverside. Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a plan. A plan for Van the man who's gonna jam. Ooh-wee.